A few years ago, if you would have asked me if I had gut issues, I probably would have said no. But looking back, my body was sending me signals all the time. I would get bloated after meals, my face felt puffy, I struggled with acne on my back, and some days I felt swollen for no reason. And I thought this was all normal. I thought that everyone felt uncomfortable after eating. I thought that bloating was just a part of being a woman. And I thought feeling inflamed was just how my body was. Because when you felt a certain way for long enough, you stop questioning it. You just assume that's your normal. What I didn't realize at the time was that my body wasn't working against me. It was trying to communicate with me. And once I started paying attention to those signals, it completely changed the way I thought about health. Healing my gut wasn't just about having less bloating. It changed the way I felt every single day. I wasn't constantly thinking about how much my stomach hurt after meals. I didn't wake up wondering why my face looked so puffy. I had more energy. My skin was clear. I had less brain fog. And I felt comfortable after eating instead of wondering if a meal was gonna upset my stomach. Now, when I notice I'm feeling a little off, I don't panic. I get curious and I ask myself, what has my body been trying to tell me? Maybe I'm extra stressed. Maybe I haven't been sleeping enough. Maybe I've been traveling or eating differently. And instead of ignoring these signals, I pay attention to them. And that one question completely changed my relationship with my health. And the habits I'm about to share are the ones that help me get there. Having a calm nervous system and having a healthy gut go hand in hand, so I needed to change the way I started my mornings. For the longest time, I'd wake up and I'd immediately jump into the day. I'd check my phone, I'd answer emails, I'd drink several coffees before I had even really given my body a chance to wake up. What I realized is if I wanted my body to feel calm, I couldn't start every morning in chaos. And so I created a simple morning ritual that felt nourishing to my body and my mind and my soul. One of my favorite beverages to have in the morning is a cup of bone broth. Bone broth is rich in protein and minerals. It's super easy to digest, and it's starting the day by giving my body something nourishing. But a lot of mornings, I'll still start my day with a cup of coffee because the ritual is more about creating a moment where I can slow down before the rest of my day begins. Sometimes we don't realize how deeply we're living in fight or flight. And giving your body just 5 quiet minutes before the chaos starts can completely change the way you feel and the way you digest food. What you eat is super important. And for years, I used to just eat whatever sounded good or whatever was convenient. Maybe for lunch, I'd have pretzels and peanut butter or crackers or some other type of chips, things that still filled me up, but weren't actually giving my body very much to work with. I never stopped to ask, what nutrients am I getting? But when I started looking at food as fuel and food as a life source, it completely changed the way I eat. Your body isn't just looking for calories, it's looking for the raw materials it needs to function. Protein helps repair and build muscle. Fiber feeds many of the beneficial bacteria living in your gut. Healthy fats support hormones and help absorb important vitamins. And colorful fruits and vegetables provide vitamins and minerals and plant compounds that support everything from your immune system to your gut microbiome. What you feed your body matters. And if you're constantly eating ultra-processed foods or drinking soda or energy drinks and rarely eating foods that actually nourish your body, your gut is going to have a much harder job. And that does not mean that you need to eat perfectly, but I do think it's worth asking yourself, am I giving my body what it needs to thrive? Because sometimes your body isn't asking for another supplement. Sometimes it's asking for more nourishment. And when you start giving it the nutrients it needs, it's amazing what your body is capable of doing on its own. In our gut, we have our microbiome, and our microbiome is home to billions of microbes. And some of those microbes are good bacteria, some of those microbes are bad bacteria. But the whole point is we want a very diverse microbiome, meaning a microbiome full of many different strains of microbes. And so a lot of people take probiotics in the morning, usually a supplement that's a probiotic. And what that is it's just a strain of a microbe that you're introducing into your microbiome. But in my opinion, it's better to eat fermented foods so that you're getting more diversity in your microbiome. So things like sauerkraut, Coconut Colt is a really good one. Even kombucha. And you just want to look on the label of all of these. It will say living probiotic, so you want to just make sure it says living. That means it hasn't been heat treated. A lot of times they will heat treat these, and that's actually not good because it kills all of the bacteria, and so it basically defeats the whole entire point. I don't eat the same fermented foods every day. Some weeks I also get like fermented pickles or try like other fermented things that I find. But a really easy way that I like to do this is just to eat a scoop of Coconut Colt. And there you go, your probiotics for the day. I know we've all probably seen fiber maxing. That was a trend that recently went viral. Fiber is super important, and most of us aren't eating enough fiber. What fiber does is it feeds the good bacteria in our gut, which is going to support better digestion. Even if you're eating super healthy and clean, it's super easy to only be eating 5 or 10 grams of fiber per day. And if you suddenly jump to 30 grams of fiber overnight, there is a very good chance that you're going to feel more uncomfortable and more bloated. And the reason is not that your body can never handle this much fiber, it's just that your gut needs time to adapt. What I would try to do is understand how much fiber you're getting every single day, and then slowly add on 5 grams every couple of days and see how you feel. There is fiber in so many different things. There's fiber in fruit, there's fiber in beans, there's fiber in whole grains. And so there's a ton of different ways to naturally include more fiber in your diet. Another thing to pay attention to is plant diversity. I always fall in the habit of eating the same foods every single week or buying the same produce month after month. But every different fruit or vegetable or bean or whole grain or nut or seed brings something a little different to your gut microbiome, and it helps improve the biodiversity. So it's super important to mix it up, and I'm trying to get in a better habit of eating seasonally. Our nervous system and our stress levels affect so many different systems in our body. But stress and our gut and our brain are all interconnected. For example, have you ever completely lost your appetite if something really stressful happened? Or maybe you're about to give a big presentation and you start to get butterflies in your stomach. This is a very real thing that happens because your gut and your brain are constantly talking to each other. And when your body is under stress, digestion isn't the top priority. What this usually means is your digestion is going to slow down, and maybe you're going to experience more bloating or stomach discomfort, or just changes in general with bowel movements. Stress is in every single part of life, and there's really no denying that. But I think it's about creating micro moments where stress can't touch you. Maybe this is going on a 30-minute walk and not bringing your phone and listening to your favorite music or just the sound of the birds. Or maybe this is taking 15 minutes to yourself to do some deep breaths before opening your laptop. Or maybe it's just taking a second to not rush through every single thing that you're doing. Even when we're talking about digestion and gut health, sometimes our body isn't asking for a different diet, even though that is what you would assume with gut health. Sometimes our body is asking for a different environment, a calmer and more relaxed environment, where it can actually rest and digest your food. Another thing about being in that rest and digest phase is that your body actually absorbs and uses the nutrients much more efficiently. I'm drinking a ginger, lemon, and mint tea. I just ate a really big and very heavy dinner. I made myself a steak. I also made a baked sweet potato with a little bit of butter on it and broccoli, and I literally ate every single bite. It was so good. But I wanted to make a tea that supports digestion, and ginger is great for digestion as well as lemon, and it just gets things moving, and it also helps with inflammation. And so this is a really great tea to drink after you eat a heavy meal, just to signal to your body, okay, that was the last thing that we're going to be eating today. It is time for you to start digesting. I really like making this tea from scratch. I just chopped up some ginger, got a lemon out of my yard, and pulled some mint off my little mint plant. I'm gonna be ending my video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.